What if everything you've been told about breakfast after 60 is completely wrong? New research shows seniors may lose 3 to 8% of leg muscle each year, with the National Institute on Aging confirming up to 33% muscle loss over a decade. But there's one food that can delay muscle aging by 10 years when eaten before 8 a.m. This isn't about protein powder or fancy superfoods. It's about understanding why your morning choices are either building stronger legs or slowly stealing your independence. One senior went from hesitating on stairs to walking 2 kilometers nonstop. I'm about to share one surprising breakfast secret, followed by 5 easy power foods that could change how you think about breakfast forever. But first, you need to understand what's happening to your legs right now. Millions of seniors are walking around completely unaware that their legs are quietly abandoning them. They notice small changes, but dismiss them as normal aging. Maybe they need an extra second to get out of their chair. Perhaps they feel slightly unsteady on stairs. They might even experience those annoying leg cramps that wake them up at night. What they don't realize is that their body is systematically dismantling the very muscles that keep them independent. This condition has a name. It's called sarcopenia, and it operates like a thief in the night. The shocking part is that this muscle breakdown doesn't hurt. There's no fever, no obvious warning signs. Your legs just get progressively weaker without you noticing, until one day you can't climb stairs without holding the railing, or you stumble getting out of bed. The National Institute on Aging warns adults over 60 may lose a third of leg muscle mass in a decade. Take David, a 69-year-old former construction engineer who noticed his legs no longer felt like they belonged to him, with stiff knees and heavy feet that made even stepping off a curb feel uncertain. Your legs bear the brunt of this attack because they contain the largest muscle groups in your body: the quadriceps that help you stand up from chairs, the calves that provide balance and stability, the glutes that power your stride. These muscles are essential for every single movement that keeps you independent, yet they're the first to go when your system needs energy during that 7 to 9 hour overnight fast. The cascade effect is devastating. As your leg muscles weaken, your balance deteriorates. Poor balance leads to falls. Falls lead to injuries. Injuries lead to reduced activity. Reduced activity accelerates muscle loss even further. Before you know it, you're caught in a downward spiral that steals your independence one step at a time. Many seniors find themselves progressing from occasional unsteadiness to needing a cane, then a walker, and eventually full-time care. Here's what makes this epidemic particularly insidious. Sarcopenia affects millions of people, yet most cases go completely undiagnosed until the condition reaches an advanced stage. Your doctor might not even check for it during routine visits. Unlike other health conditions, there's no pain to alert you to the problem, no obvious symptoms that scream for attention. By the time you realize your legs aren't as strong as they used to be, you may have already lost years of muscle mass. Traditional senior fitness programs miss this crucial window entirely. They focus on exercise and activity, which are important, but they ignore the fundamental metabolic processes happening during sleep and upon waking. Most seniors unknowingly extend this muscle-destroying phase by skipping breakfast or making poor morning food choices. The frightening reality is that advanced muscle loss can become irreversible. Once you've lost significant muscle mass, rebuilding it becomes exponentially more difficult. However, there's hope. This destructive process can be stopped and even reversed through strategic morning nutrition intervention. But first, you need to understand exactly what happens to your body every single morning when you wake up. Every single morning you wake up, your body has already spent the last 7 to 9 hours systematically dismantling your leg muscles. While you slept peacefully, your system entered what scientists call a catabolic state, where your body begins consuming its own muscle tissue to maintain essential functions. During those long hours of sleep, your body hasn't received any food or nutrients for nearly half a day. Your blood sugar drops and energy reserves become depleted. When this happens, your system doesn't wait for breakfast. It immediately starts breaking down muscle protein to convert it into the glucose your brain and organs need to function. Your legs bear the brunt of this overnight assault because they contain the largest concentration of muscle mass in your entire body. What makes this morning window particularly dangerous for seniors is that their capacity for muscle growth has already diminished compared to younger years. Unlike younger adults, over 60 protein synthesis is slower, so each missed breakfast compounds damage. When a 30-year-old skips breakfast, their body can recover relatively quickly. But when someone over 60 makes the same mistake, the damage accumulates much faster and recovery takes significantly longer. The most common morning habits that accelerate this muscle destruction are exactly what millions of seniors do every day. They skip breakfast entirely thinking they're not hungry or they're trying to lose weight. They grab only a cup of coffee, believing caffeine will give them energy. They eat refined carbohydrates like white toast or sugary cereals that spike blood sugar and actually prolong the muscle breakdown state. Many seniors tell themselves they'll eat something later and just drink water or juice in the morning. Here's what research reveals about delayed eating. Every hour you wait to consume proper nutrition after waking up extends the muscle breakdown period. Your body doesn't automatically switch from breaking down muscle to building it back up. The catabolic state continues until you provide the specific nutrients needed to reverse the process. Seniors face unique metabolic challenges that make this morning window absolutely critical. Their protein synthesis rates are naturally slower. Their digestive systems process nutrients less efficiently. Their hormone levels that support muscle maintenance are lower than they were in their younger years. This means the morning muscle breakdown hits harder and lasts longer in older adults. The compounding effect of repeated morning muscle damage over months and years creates a shocking timeline of decline. After just 30 days of poor morning choices, seniors can lose measurable leg strength. After 6 months, they may notice difficulty climbing stairs or getting up from low chairs. After a year, the weakness becomes obvious to family members. After several years, the muscle loss can become so severe that simple daily activities become challenging or impossible. Studies show that seniors who consistently make poor morning nutrition choices can lose up to 8% of their leg muscle mass per year. That means in just 5 years, they could lose nearly half their muscle strength simply because of what they do or don't do in the first hour after waking up. But here's where the story takes a remarkable turn. Scientists have identified one specific breakfast approach that can completely reverse this destructive process. What I'm about to reveal might sound impossible, but researchers have discovered that one ordinary breakfast food can literally turn back the clock on muscle aging by an entire decade. This isn't some exotic superfood imported from remote corners of the world. This isn't an expensive supplement that costs hundreds of dollars per month. This is something sitting in grocery stores right now that most people walk past without giving it a second thought. The reason this particular food becomes so powerful before 8 a.m. has everything to do with your body's internal clock. Scientists call this your circadian rhythm, and it controls when your muscles are most receptive to growth and repair. During the early morning hours, right after you wake up, your muscle cells are primed for maximum nutrient absorption. They're hungry, they're ready to rebuild. But this window doesn't stay open all day. The 8 a.m. cutoff isn't arbitrary. Research shows that muscle protein synthesis rates peak in the first hour after waking, then gradually decline throughout the day. Your body's ability to use nutrients for muscle repair drops by nearly 40% after 9 a.m. compared to eating the same nutrients at 7 a.m. This means the exact same food eaten just 2 hours later provides significantly less muscle-building benefit. Here's what makes this food so extraordinary. It contains all 9 essential amino acids that your body cannot produce on its own. More importantly, it's loaded with leucine, which acts like a key that unlocks your muscle cells and signals them to start growing instead of breaking down. But leucine alone isn't enough. This food also provides the perfect ratio of other amino acids that work together to maximize muscle preservation. The breakthrough research came from multiple studies tracking seniors over several years. Scientists wanted to understand why some people maintained their leg strength well into their 80s while others became frail and dependent. They discovered that those who consistently ate this specific food before 8 a.m. showed muscle age markers that were 8 to 12 years younger than their chronological age. The controlled trials were remarkable. A University of Illinois study showed 2 eggs daily for 8 weeks led to noticeable leg strength gains. Participants who added this food to their morning routine showed measurable improvements in leg muscle mass. Their walking speed increased, their balance improved. Many reported that nighttime leg cramps disappeared completely. Some regained the ability to climb stairs without assistance after months of struggling. The biological mechanism is fascinating. When you eat this food early in the morning, it triggers a cascade of muscle-building signals throughout your body. It switches your metabolism from breaking down muscle to building it up. It reduces inflammation that damages muscle fibers. It improves blood flow to your legs, which delivers more nutrients and oxygen to muscle cells. Margaret went from skipping her morning walk to strolling her dog for miles again. Robert from Texas said his physical therapist was amazed at how much strength he regained in his thighs. Linda from Florida reported that her balance improved so much she stopped using her walking cane around the house. The food I'm talking about is eggs. Specifically, whole eggs eaten before 8 a.m. provide the most complete and bioavailable protein source for preserving leg muscle in seniors. 2 whole eggs contain approximately 12 grams of high-quality protein with the perfect amino acid profile to halt muscle breakdown and stimulate muscle growth exactly when your body is most receptive to these benefits. But knowing about eggs is only half the battle. What you eat alongside them or instead of them can completely sabotage these benefits. Many foods specifically marketed as healthy choices for seniors are actually accelerating muscle breakdown at an alarming rate. These aren't obviously unhealthy options like donuts or pastries. These are foods that appear in senior nutrition guides and sit prominently on grocery store shelves with health claims plastered across their packaging. Breakfast cereals represent one of the worst offenders. Walk down any cereal aisle and you'll see boxes specifically targeting older adults with promises of heart health and energy. What these marketing claims don't tell you is that most cereals contain 12 to 18 grams of sugar per serving. When you eat these cereals first thing in the morning, your blood sugar rockets upward within minutes. Fruit juices and smoothies create an even more devastating impact on your leg muscles. A single glass of orange juice contains the equivalent sugar of 4 whole oranges without any of the fiber that would slow absorption. That concentrated fructose floods your system and creates insulin resistance, which makes it nearly impossible for your muscles to absorb the nutrients they need for repair. Low-fat breakfast options present a hidden danger that most seniors never recognize. These foods remove the essential fats your muscles need to absorb protein and rebuild tissue. When you eat fat-free yogurt or skim milk, your body cannot properly utilize the protein content for muscle preservation. Toast and bagels made from refined white flour create metabolic chaos in your system. These foods convert to glucose faster than table sugar and cause wild blood sugar swings that promote muscle breakdown. The rapid insulin response triggered by these refined carbohydrates actually signals your body to continue breaking down muscle instead of building it back up. The timing factor makes these foods even more dangerous. During the critical morning hours when your muscles are most receptive to rebuilding nutrients, these foods do the exact opposite. They extend the catabolic muscle breakdown state that began during your overnight fast. Even foods that might be acceptable later in the day become muscle destroyers when eaten in the morning. The inflammatory cascade triggered by high-sugar morning meals in seniors creates a perfect storm for muscle loss. Your body's natural repair mechanisms become overwhelmed by the inflammatory response. Blood flow to muscle tissue decreases. Nutrient absorption becomes impaired. The result is accelerated muscle breakdown that compounds day after day. These breakfast choices disrupt the critical post-fasting recovery window when your body should be switching from breaking down muscle to building it back up. Instead of providing the nutrients needed for muscle repair, these foods force your system to continue consuming muscle tissue for energy. Avoid these traps and you'll shorten the catabolic window each morning. The right breakfast choices can completely reverse this destructive process and actually rebuild what you've lost. Here are 5 scientifically proven breakfast options that can restore your leg strength and transform your mobility in ways you never thought possible. These aren't complicated recipes or expensive ingredients. These are simple foods that work together to rebuild the muscle mass you thought was gone forever. The first power food is whole eggs, which contain almost every essential amino acid your muscles need for growth and repair. The yolk provides vitamin D, B12, choline, and leucine, which is absolutely critical for muscle protein synthesis. In a 2020 Illinois study, older adults who consumed 2 eggs daily for 8 weeks experienced significant gains in leg strength and improved self-sufficiency. Seniors report feeling steadier on their feet within just 3 weeks of adding morning eggs to their routine. The second option is cereal topped with chia seeds, which provides sustained energy for your muscles throughout the morning. Oats contain beta-glucan that reduces inflammation and regulates blood sugar, while chia seeds contribute omega-3 fatty acids and magnesium that support healthy muscle contractions and prevent nighttime leg cramps. Seniors report 30% fewer leg cramps after 3 weeks of chia oat breakfasts, according to recent tracking studies. The third breakfast choice is bananas, which are often called nature's electrolyte pill due to their high potassium content. They help prevent leg cramps, improve circulation, and support healthy muscle contractions when consumed soon after waking up. A Harvard 2019 study indicated that seniors who regularly ate bananas were 33% less likely to experience leg cramps compared to those who didn't consume enough potassium-rich foods. Participants noted improved walking stability within 2 weeks of daily banana consumption. The fourth power food is Greek yogurt, which offers nearly double the protein of regular yogurt due to its triple filtering process. The slow-digesting casein protein is particularly beneficial for maintaining and strengthening leg muscles throughout the day. A 2021 Master University study in the Netherlands showed that seniors who consumed 20 grams of casein protein daily experienced noticeable improvements in leg strength within 6 weeks. Study participants reported fewer nighttime leg cramps and enhanced balance during daily activities. The fifth option is fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines, consumed at least twice weekly for breakfast. These fish contain omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, which improve insulin sensitivity, reduce muscle inflammation, and increase protein uptake in muscle tissue. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults over 65 who ate fatty fish twice a week maintained 27% more leg muscle mass compared to those who consumed only red meat. Participants showed measurable improvements in walking speed and reported feeling more confident navigating stairs. When you combine these foods properly, they work synergistically to create a comprehensive leg muscle recovery program. The proteins provide building blocks, the healthy fats reduce inflammation, the minerals support nerve function and muscle coordination. Together, they can reverse years of muscle decline and restore the independence you deserve. But knowing which foods to eat is only the beginning. The real transformation happens when you follow a specific protocol that maximizes these benefits over time. The Tufts University study found that older persons can regain up to 35% of their leg strength in just 8 weeks if they eat a healthy breakfast that includes the correct foods. This remarkable recovery was achieved with 20 grams of protein daily consumed before 8 a.m. That's measurable improvement in less than 2 months simply by changing what you eat first thing in the morning. The 35% strength recovery statistic represents a massive improvement in functional ability. When researchers measured participants before and after the 8-week protocol, they found increases in muscle mass, muscle power, and overall leg function that translated directly into real-world benefits. Participants could climb stairs faster, walk longer distances without fatigue, and maintain better balance during daily activities. This level of improvement often means the difference between needing assistance and maintaining complete independence. The daily protocol that produced these remarkable results follows a specific pattern. Participants consumed a protein-rich breakfast containing at least 20 grams of high-quality protein within 1 hour of waking up. They ate this meal before 8 a.m. every single day without exception. The protein sources included eggs, Greek yogurt, or fish, combined with nutrient-dense foods that supported muscle recovery. The timing proved absolutely critical because muscle protein synthesis rates are highest during the early morning hours. Week-by-week progression follows a predictable pattern when you follow proper morning nutrition consistently. Weeks 1 and 2 bring less stiffness and improved energy levels. Weeks 3 and 4 deliver steadier balance and easier movement from chairs. Weeks 5 and 6 show measurable strength gains with less effort climbing stairs and longer walking distances. Weeks 7 and 8 deliver the most dramatic improvements with participants regaining abilities they thought were gone forever. The measurable improvements extend far beyond simple strength gains. Walking speed increased by an average of 15% among study participants. Stair climbing ability improved by 22%. Balance scores on standardized tests showed improvements of up to 28%. These aren't small changes. These represent life-changing improvements in mobility and independence. Sleep quality improvements surprised many participants. Proper morning nutrition stabilizes blood sugar throughout the day, which leads to better sleep patterns at night. Nighttime leg cramps decreased significantly or disappeared completely in 78% of participants. Many reported falling asleep faster and waking up less frequently during the night. Margaret, a 67-year-old participant, began the study using a walking cane for outdoor activities. After 8 weeks, she walked her neighborhood without assistance for the first time in 2 years. Robert, age 72, regained the ability to climb the stairs to his second-floor bedroom after months of sleeping on the couch. Linda, a 69-year-old grandmother, started playing with her grandchildren on the floor again, something she hadn't done in over a year. Realistic expectations depend on your starting fitness level. Participants with mild muscle loss showed improvements within 3 weeks. Those with moderate muscle loss needed 5 to 6 weeks to see significant changes. Even participants with severe muscle loss experienced meaningful improvements by week 8, though their gains continued well beyond the study period. The evidence is clear. Consistent morning nutrition can restore functional independence and dramatically improve quality of life in just 2 months through simple dietary changes that cost less than most medications. The choice is yours. Leg muscle loss after 60 is not inevitable. You don't have to accept getting weaker every year. The research proves that proper morning nutrition can reverse decades of muscle decline in just 8 weeks. Your body has an incredible ability to rebuild and regain strength when you give it the right nutrients at the right time. Remember, one cooked egg or yogurt before 8 a.m. can start reversing years of leg muscle loss. Starting tomorrow morning, make the change. Skip the cereals and toast that destroy your muscles. Choose foods that rebuild your legs instead of breaking them down. If you found this information helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more science-based tips to support healthy aging. Share this video with friends and family who want to stay strong and independent, because everyone deserves to move through life with confidence. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and here's to stepping into a stronger, healthier future. See you in the next video.